Hi guys. I'm gonna wait for a few of you to hop on. We'll see who we've got. It's 9 o'clock at night on a Sunday, so I don't know who's around, but this is the time that I have to talk about parties. For those who don't know me, my name is Becky Scott, and I am the director of DWB Making Sense Family, which is the group you're in. So I'm either your sponsor or your director. Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, just wait a minute. Oh, hello, Gail. And hello, Kirsten. So we got a couple of you on now. So I just want to have a quick chat about home parties because I did post a video the other day, a roundtable post from, or, a panel post from Thursday Night Shift. And I love Melissa Gratz. And I love all the women on that. And they were talking about bringing back home parties. And I think this is super, super cool. I need you to watch that video. It'll help your business, trust me. But I wanted to bring it up tonight because there are some people who have messaged me and they're terrified to do home parties. They don't want to do an in-person home party. They feel they don't know enough. Look at, I'm just from going live. I've got anxiety head already. So I get it. Because I also am a nervous wreck when it comes to things like that. So I want to share with you how I do home parties now so that I don't have to worry too much about the anxiety end of it, okay? So, number one, why are we talking about home parties? We're talking about home parties because if you're at a place in your business where you're like, oh, I want more money. And who doesn't want more money? I want more money, but all the people I know have already bought Scentsy. They don't want to buy any more Scentsy, which, by the way, shameless plug here. Don't forget that we only have 2 more days of 10 to 20% off the fall winter catalog, as well as the discontinuing products. I'm guaranteeing you, if you are not telling your people that this is happening, and I don't mean one post. You've seen, I'm multiple posts, posting, and going as far as messaging to say, hey, just throwing it out there. I want to make sure you know that there's 10 to 20% off over the next 2 days. And once it's gone, it's gone. I know you might not care about the discount because some don't care about the discount, but do not message me in March telling me you want Christmas cottage bars. I won't have them. So they need to know about that. Your people need to know about that. They need to know that they can use Scentsy Club if they do want their bars. And if they don't have money now, they don't have money today, they don't have money tomorrow, they don't have money Tuesday, but they do want those Christmas bars, those winter bars, they can build a Scentsy Club. They can arrange for the payment to be in the future, and then they have time to make up that money. And if they don't get it, they cancel. Okay? So there's options. All right, that was an aside. Okay, so you're saying I've got all these, I don't have enough people to buy more, right? The reason you don't have enough people to buy more is because you're not talking to enough new people, okay? We cannot build our business on friends and family alone. It's not possible because as much as they want to help us, they don't always, like, have you guys met people who are like, oh, my niece sells Scentsy and I have so many wax bars because that little old aunt is buying from her niece every month or whenever her niece needs an order, but she's not using it all. So we cannot build a business on friends and family. We cannot make money alone off friends and family. We need to meet new people, okay? And you know me. You know that I started with Facebook parties. That was my thing because I have panic disorder. I have anxiety disorder. I did not leave the house. I did not go do home parties. I did everything from home. And you can do that if you're meeting new people and you're intentional and you're extremely focused, okay? Facebook is a tool. It's not going to do the work for you, okay? But home parties, you meet new people, and more importantly than meeting those new people, they get to smell Scentsy. They get to smell it and experience it and love it. Facebook parties, bag parties, they can smell Scentsy, but some of these things online where they don't get to smell, they're just guessing, right? And that's okay. But when you have those scent testers in front of you, it is amazing. Okay. That is where the sales are. That is where the money is. So much so that, let me tell you, I am willing to give up some of my events this year. So if you're interested in events, let me know. But because I'd rather book a home party, because I'd rather meet 5 to 10 new people who will become my good customers, and I can do follow-up with them, and they get to smell the scent testers and love it. Okay. You also get to build relationships with people. It's really difficult to do that throughout a computer. It's a true story. It's just the way it is. It's not impossible, but it's not as effective as in person. Okay. So let's say you're like me and you're absolutely terrified of doing an in-person party because you don't like talking to people. If you are a Scentsy consultant, you probably love Scentsy, right? So think about the things you love about Scentsy and then grow from there, okay? You don't have to know all the things. So let me tell you how I started to do home parties way back in 2017, because I was so close to earning a trip to Punta Cana that I was like, I have to try. And I shook, and I had this little anxiety face, actually was like my whole face. So I'm honest about my anxiety. I'm honest in telling them I'm nervous. It's okay to be nervous. I will tell you that after my first home party in January of 2017, I ended up in the hospital. My headache was so bad that I went to the hospital because I thought my aneurysm burst. I thought I was dying. Turns out stress can do that to you. So I don't want you to be stressed. We don't want stress. So here's what I do now, okay? And this takes all of the extra worry out of my home parties, okay? So first of all, home party is not like an event. At an event, most of you have met me at events, you know I bring everything I own, and I sell, I bring hundreds of bars, and I bring, all sorts of stuff to my event. Even this behind me is too much, okay? Home parties is a demo. A home party is not a sales event where you are selling stock, okay? Everything you got in your kit is enough to take with you to a home party, believe it or not, okay? All you need is one warmer, some scent testers, catalogs. Even if you didn't have catalogs, you could use the website, and order forms. And even if you didn't have order forms, you could write it down and submit in the workstation. So, I mean, it's super simple. Now, I have more product than that. So I do bring one full-size warmer, one element warmer. I do bring both ceramic and glass minis. You don't have to. You don't even have to bring minis, because here's a fun fact. If you bring the minis, people are going to buy the minis because they're $33. If you don't have the minis and they see the beautiful full-size warmers, they buy the full-size warmers. They buy what you show them, okay? So don't focus on your minis, or you're going to sell lots of minis. Unless they need them in their bathroom or somewhere. Then you're going to sell them minis. I bring one buddy, something of body line, something of clean line, something of laundry line. Body, clean, laundry, what else? I bring one of each of the to-go things, or on-the-go things. So I bring a room spray, a scent pack, a scent circle, travel twist. That's it. Very small display. One bin. In fact, I don't have one in front of me. One basket. And that's what I use to display it, a crate. I just plop it up on the table and put a few items out, okay? Strategic, or not strategic, like they're just out. Tess and I were just talking about this like 30 minutes ago. That's funny, Lexi. See, I just knew people needed to know this. Now, if you watch that video, Melissa Gratz does something that I'm going to start to do, which I think is amazing. And she uses a big piece of paper and she draws on it. So you can like place your things and then draw around it. Take this catalog, something this order form, like saying exactly what you want them to do. So now you're not actually physically telling them that, okay? Jess, it's saying you want to join me on video. I'm not going to do that right now, just so you know. But please put any questions in the comments. So you can, super simple so far, right? You get there at least 15 minutes before them, half an hour if you can, because you want to set up your stuff and you want to plug in some warmers, okay? Even if it's one warmer, plug it in and put a scent on, okay? You're going to ask your host to keep it simple. They don't need to make lots and lots of food or drinks or anything. Just keep it simple, light snacks, light drinks. I put together a little package that just has a catalog, an order form. I lied. I don't actually do catalogs for everybody. Depending on where I am in the season, what I have for supplies, I'll use a showcase brochure and print out a form that has the bundle and saves. Okay. Or, and I should say, I use the product list, you know, the big long product list. I use that and tell them it's their wish list because it has all the scents written on there. So when they're smelling the testers, they can write on it. So that's what I do. I give them a blank piece of paper. I don't know if I have stuff. I might give them stuff about the join opportunity, any of the, you know, warmer of the month, stuff like that. But you don't have to, okay? And some people make their kits like a folder for people to look at that they don't keep, so they can reuse their catalogs. That you can do that too. You can do however you want. Okay, so people have already started to get in. I get up there and I do start with, okay guys, my name is Becky Scott. I am your Scentsy consultant for this party and hopefully forever if you love me. Joke, you know, like make it kind of funny. Then I say, why don't you tell me? Yes, Lexi, you're gonna have to watch from the beginning. That's exactly how you do parties. Yep, you take orders. Okay, so then I'm gonna say, I want to go around the room. I want you to tell me your name, how you know. Oh, sorry, back up. You should thank your host. So my name is Becky. I'm here to do your Scentsy party. Let's thank so-and-so for having us all here today. And then, you know, how do you know the host? What do you, have you heard of Scentsy? And what is your favorite product? So right now, poof, that's all you said. And it goes back to them. Okay. They're going to start going around the room. Most of them know each other. They start, you know, laughing it up a little bit. They are going to talk about their favorite products. So they're going to bring up warmers. They're going to bring up wax. Somebody's going to say something about Fabric Fresh. Somebody's going to say something about a room spray. They're going to talk about their favorite products. And people buy from those that they know, like, and trust. They know these people. They trust these people. They're hearing from them. Okay? That's your first step in the sales. And you didn't do a thing except for get them to introduce themselves. Okay, second step. That's all done. Okay, I want you to open up and I want you to pull out your sheet of paper. They're going to pull out a blank piece of paper. This is what we call an icebreaker. Okay, I have a few different ones. When it's an incentive period one, you can do one where they are like, okay, I want you to close your eyes. Let's say our next incentive is going to be, I don't know, somewhere on the beach. Close your eyes and I want you to draw a beach and draw a sun and a seagull and, you know, whatever. And then after you do that game, they all open it up and laugh about where their placement is. The person who has the most correct placement, you say things like the sun in the top right corner, blah, blah, blah. They win the prize. And then you can talk about the Scentsy incentive. I got you guys to draw this because our Scentsy incentive period has just started and we could earn a trip to Mexico, blah, 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 blah. Okay? What I've been doing recently and I love to do is the appliance game. So you get them to write down. Okay, guys, take out your piece of paper. I'm going to get you to write down any appliance in your home that you'd like a new one. Maybe it's broken, maybe it's just outdated, whatever the reason, or whatever the reason, write down an appliance. So everyone thinks of their appliance, they write down their appliance. You'll get some people who don't know what an appliance is, anything electrical that plugs in, you know, things like that. And then ask them to write down 3 reasons they want a new appliance. Okay. This is where it gets fun because when that's all done, you say, okay, I want you to go back and you're going to cross out your appliance and I want you to put your partner's name, your husband's name, your boyfriend's name, your girlfriend's name, wife's name. If you don't have a partner, use your best friend, use a pet. They have somebody they can write there. Okay. They're going to cross it off. Now we're going to get everybody to read out loud the 3 reasons that they've put down there. And so they say, my husband's name is Dave and I need a new one because he's old, he smells funny, and he creaks when you open the door. You know, everybody laughs. It's funny. It's called an icebreaker because it gets everybody into a fun mode. Okay. This is where I should have been prepared for this. I'm not. This is where while they've been doing this game, I've been shuffling cards. Okay. And I say, okay, guys, are you ready to get started with Scentsy? I'm going to share with you tonight. No, let's scratch that. we're going to play a game. It's called the card game. So every time you ask me a question about my products, I'm going to give you 1 card. You ask a question about hosting a party, I'm going to give you 2 cards. You ask a question about my business, I'm going to give you 3 cards. And the person who has the most cards at the end of the party or at the end of the discussion is the winner, and they're going to win my whatever prizes. I use like scent circles, scent packs, sample packs, anything. Doesn't matter. They like free stuff. And then it starts. And I'm like, okay, who's got the first question? They see the demonstration or the products beside you, the one product of everything you've brought. And they're like, oh, what is that, right? If you can borrow a diffuser, if you don't have your own, borrow a diffuser. Here's mine. If you turn on this amazing, beautiful diffuser and there's some mist coming out and the colors are all going, somebody's going to ask you about it because they think Scentsy's wax and warmers and that's all it is. But we know it's so much more. This is where you segue, okay? And you start giving questions, and what ends up answering, people ask questions and you answer the questions. And the reason you can do that, anybody who knows me, how many times would I be dying right now if I had been put on the spot? But because it's Scentsy, because I'm passionate about it, I can talk about it, okay? So let's say somebody asks you something that's super hard. You're like, oh, that's a great question. So let's check out the catalog and see what blah, 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 right? Or you're like, oh, that's a fantastic question. If we look here or we go to the website, or you know what, I'm going to ask my team because I'm real new to this and there's still some things I don't know. But look how awesome this is and blah, 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 blah. And how good it smells, right? So that could last 5 minutes. That could last 20 minutes. The goal is that they're the ones talking. They're the ones asking the questions. They're the ones, somebody says, can you tell me what that thing is over there? And you're like, does anybody have one of these at home? Somebody else answers the question, okay? You see what I'm saying here? Super easy. There is a YouTube training on it. We can find it. But that's how I do it. And then when they're all done, I'm like, okay, do we have any more questions? Or are we ready to start smelling Scentsy? And you might still have some questions. But 9 times out of 10, they're like, yeah, let's smell the testers. And that's all you do. You pull out all the testers, you let them smell the testers, you sit, you mingle with the people, you answer questions, you tell anybody, whoever is ready to order, I'm going to be right here. Come ask me your questions, come up, see things. I do pass things around as people ask questions about them to smell them. That's it. That's it. That's it. You take the orders. They can still do their thing. Once everyone's done ordering, you can pack up and go. Incorporate things into there based on what you're looking for. I will tell you, it's a lot easier to book a home party from a home party than finding people who to do home parties when you have nobody. Okay, so you can go to this home party, and one really cool idea that I saw Jenna do that I'm thinking of doing is I do booking necklaces. So my host wears these pretty beads. And I tell them in the beginning, I'm like, okay, you're wondering why she's wearing these? These are her booking beads. If she gets rid of all 3 of her booking beads, she gets an extra prize. So now you've told the host this. She's going to try to find people who take these. And other people are going to want to help their host. They're going to get a prize. Throughout this party somewhere, you've sprinkled in there about all the things they can get or earn for free and half price. And you throw little plugs in, like, see how easy it is? Oh, yeah, somebody loves that diffuser. You know, you can get that diffuser for half price. Ask me about it later. Just little things to get them to do it again, okay? Or to get asked more questions. I missed a part. On their order form, at some point, tell them to pull out that order form and fill out their information at the top, and that's what you're going to use a door prize, okay? So now you have every single guest that is there. You have their information, so you can follow up with them even if they don't place an order. Okay, and now you have all their order forms too, that then when they come to you, you can write their stuff down and you can help them go through their order. Okay, and then I do pick a person out of that. So I give a prize for the order forms. So that's my guest prize. That's my participation prize for being there. I give a prize for the amount of cards, and I give a potty prize. I put a little sign in the bathroom that says, this is the potty prize. When you find this, bring it out into the party and say, I've won the potty prize. and I usually do a room spray. You don't have to. It can be a room spray sample, okay? And the host doesn't even know it's there. And then they're like, it's my house. I should get that. You know, it's fun. What else? What else? My favorite part is when they are smelling the testers. It's my favorite part because some hate them, some love them. They share with each other, like, you got to smell this one, you have to smell this one, you have to smell this one. I don't sort mine in advance. Some people like to sort it out into different categories. I don't. I just open it up and it's a free-for-all. Yeah, that's how I do home parties. I'm not gonna lie, I've only done one since COVID started. So one since COVID ended, I guess you say. And my goal is to start booking a whole bunch more for March. And how I'm going to do that is new catalog parties. New catalog parties. Be one of the first to see what's in the new catalog. Okay. I want to look at, we're going to do a booking blitz. Okay. Wait, drop Jeff. Sorry about that. We're going to do a booking blitz if you want to. It's not mandatory. It's your business. You do what you want to do. But if you'd like to make some extra money, you want to make more money with Scentsy, you're going to want to do a booking blitz. March. I have to go see my grandma on Thursday. Nope, Wednesday. Nope, Friday. Who's in for a booking blitz? Maybe we'll do it over 2 days in case you need to do 2 days. We have our team Zoom Wednesday night. Let's do it then. I'm going to run our booking blitz from Wednesday to Thursday. There's going to be prizes for participation. And I'm super excited. So what do you need to do to prepare? Have a list of people you want to contact. I'm going to give you words. And a calendar. Book out a calendar. Okay, here's the deal. You don't have to book 20 parties a month. You don't have to book 10 parties a month. You don't have to book 5 parties a month. If you're happy doing 1 party a month, do 1 party a month. If you want 1 a week, 2 a month, whatever you want. So go through your calendar. For example, this is mine. You go through your calendar. I put sticky notes on the dates I want to work. It doesn't mean I want to work all those dates, but it means that those are the ones I'm available. I don't want to work on a Wednesday. I don't want to work on a weekend. I do give them 1 Sunday option and 1 Saturday just in case. But if I could help it, I'm booking it through the week. Okay. So we can talk more about this. This is just like a quick thing. Don't be afraid of home parties. You need to meet people that are not in your circle. This is how you do it. I loved a training I just listened to where it said, do not be offended if your best friend brings her work bestie. Because somebody you work with is your work bestie. There's somebody that, you know, and that's the goal. And that's what I do in my host coaching is I want you to invite your people, but then I want you to tell your people, if you bring a friend, you get this. If you bring 3 outside orders, Becky's going to give you 10% off your order. You know what I mean? It's how we upsell. It's how we meet more people. And the goal then too is that they give you your information so you can follow up. All right. Okay. That's it for now. I have no idea how long I talked. Oh, not too bad. So there's no excuse for everybody not to watch this, but I know some of you still won't. Anyways, I hope you learned something about home parties. We will do more of this, and I'm super excited to do a booking blitz with you. And trust me, I don't care how long you've been doing Scentsy. One of your friends will say yes when you say, listen, I need to get my business back on track. I need to have a home party in March. I need to start meeting new people. Would you help me out? Would you have a few friends over to your house for me? I'll bring the snacks. You can do that if you want. But either way, everybody gets to smell all the new testers. If you don't have them yet and you're local to me, I'll lend you mine. Like, we can work this out. But let me just bring a few friends over to your house. Let me share Scentsy with them. Let me practice sharing Scentsy with them. They'll help you. I promise they'll help you. Everybody wants to get out after being isolated for so many years. Okay? Talk to you in a bit. Bye, guys.